Right. So there you have it. You can't miss it. I mean, Joe Metal is going to be there. The Brooklyn Tabernacle Singers are going to be there. I mean, Francis Samoa is going to be there. Obapa Christie is going to be there. So you know that the Perez Dome is going to be lit on the 5th of August. Make sure you're there or else you're going to miss out on the blessings. Well, I would like to say to Dasibra Jamina's family, condolences. We lost a soldier yesterday, and I just want all of you to pray for the family at this very hard time. Well, we're moving on to our health zone, and this is Azonto Twins at the Bling Body Gym on the Spintex Road. Let's work it out, guys.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Ramsey, and I welcome you to another edition on Health Zone. Are you ready, guys? Okay. This way, let's go. All right. You hold your leg, okay? Yeah. First, we go this way. 1, 2. No. This is a different routine. We go 1, 2. All right. Now let's go this way. All right. Curve and stretch. Curve, stretch. Curve, stretch. Curve, stretch. Go now. Go now. Go more. Go on, let's go. Squeeze it. All right, let's head to that side. You go this way, you curve, elbow to the knee, you stretch, and then you, okay. One more. Oh, okay. Ready? Go more. 1. Stretch. Go now. Up. Go now. Go more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. All right, so right hand, we're still stretching, oh yeah? Right hand goes this way. 1, 2, 3, stretch it in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and up. Up. Now change it. Go now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Up. All right. All right, let's go this way. In, down. In, on the shoulders. We're working up on the shoulders, okay? Ready, guys? Up. Go now. Hold it. 4 more, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and the last one, and 4. All right. Let's go this way. Hold it. It's good to stretch before you work out and after you work out. Are you ready, guys? 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, go up this way. You ready? Now bend your knee a little bit. Open. Go now. 2, go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one, and 10. Now let's go down. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm a bit embarrassed by the images that you saw. I do apologize. I have to lose some weight, and I want you to be, come on that journey with me. Let's do it together and achieve results. But the Azonto twins definitely know how to work me out, I must say. I mean, I'm looking a lot more, nicer, ain't I? Anyway, we're moving on to the other part of the health zone, and this is where, Dr. Catherine from Vital Skin Solutions teaches us a few things, and today she's going to do exactly the same. Let's pay attention.
Thank you, Moby. This is the Health Zone with me, Dr. Catherine. I'm on the science of beauty tips. Today I'll be showing you the science of making a cream. It's very easy to make a cream. This is a do-it-yourself cream available at the Vital Skin Solutions School. These are the things that you need. Basically, you need three phases, One is phase A. In phase A, what you need only is distilled water. I have it here. And then you need an SOBT cream mix, which is over here. You need a favorite oil of yours. I chose shea butter. And then you need phase C, which is basically a gel mix by SOBT. You need a vitamin E, which is your antioxidant. You need a preservative. And you bring your distilled water to a warm temperature, ideally 80 degrees. And then you also bring your cream mix and the oils together in a bowl and heat it to 80 degrees. After that, you mix them together and this is what you get. It's a milky consistency and milky in color. You let it cool down to about 50 degrees. After that, you take a mixture of your gel, a mixture of the antioxidant and your preservative. So I've done a mix beforehand, and all you need to do is pour it in. And you have a mixer ready at hand. You can do it at your kitchen counter. You can do it in school. It's a fun, practical. And then you get your mixer and you mix it in. If you need more of your gel mix, you can get some of it, then you add it. Mix it in and the product is going to thicken. In the process of time, it will get thicker, but it's very simple to make your own lotion. You can take some of it, and that is your lotion. We have a sample here to show you. This is the one I've just prepared. You need to let it cool down before you use it. However, this is something I've let to cool down. The color changes a little bit, but that's lotion. And the tip for you today is that if you have dry skin, ensure that your lotion has some rich, creamy texture, and at least make sure it has a wonderful oil like shea butter or jojoba oil or olive oil. One of the good oils, coconut oil, and there are many varieties. All you need to do is make sure your product has that. If your skin is sensitive, ensure it has calming agents like vitamin E. Vitamin E is a wonderful antioxidant. It repairs the skin. It can also heal stretch marks. It can do wonderful things to your skin. This has been Science of Beauty Tips with me, Dr. Catherine, on the Health Zone. Visit our website www.scienceofbeautytips.com. And remember, if you want to learn how to make cosmetics, come to Vital Skin Solutions at Access House on the Bethel Street, North Legon. Call us on 050-50-90-481, 050-50-90-482. Thank you.
Welcome back. So there you have it. Dr. Catherine, thank you so much. I mean, you have helped me tremendously since you joined Home Affairs, and God bless you for your input. I'm blessed, man. I'm telling you, I feel very, very, extremely super blessed today because I have two awesome people as my guests. When we come back, you will find out who they are. But in the meantime, stay right where you are because we are still on air. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back, everybody. It is Home Affairs, and it's all thanks to GTP New Style. As you can see, my fabric looks amazing. My mom hooked me up today. Don't I look lovely? I wish I could give you a twirl, but it's not allowed on Home Affairs. So we are just going to get into, down to business. And every single week, this is what happens when you send us your messages through our email, on our Facebook, or wherever, or even come to the studios and, share your problem with us. And we share it with the world so that everybody out there who's suffering the same thing that you are can also get some help. So you're not saving just yourself when you speak up about your problem. You're saving the world. Doesn't that make you feel like a hero? So send your messages. Don't bottle things inside, please. Make sure you're talking about your problems, even if it's not with Movi the Motivator, your mom, who is my mentor, by the way, anyone at all who has, a shoulder to cry on and an ear to listen. Well, we're moving on to today's diary. And today, we're talking about courtship. A lot of people don't really understand the difference between, courting and marriage and dating and all of that. And today, we're going to get a better, understanding of this whole period where you get to know your loved one before you say, I do. And I have just the perfect two who have already passed that stage, by the way. So they're very experienced. And that's what you should do when you need advice. You go to experienced people. And, well, half of this duo has been on the show many times. And every time he's on, he blesses us with his profound words. And today, he brought his beautiful wife along. So please help me welcome, first of all, the most gorgeous wife, mother, anyone could have in their life. She's right here in my studios. I know you're jealous, but you're going to meet her anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Reverend Mrs. Mami Pokua Boate. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm blessed.
I know you're not Reverend, but you're married to a Reverend, so that automatically makes you one. How are you, though?
I'm great. I'm on top.
That's great. You look lovely.
Oh, really?
Like
Thank
you look like this every day.
I try.
You try. It's the grace. It's the grace.
Sure.
Oh, wow. So what's going on in your life?
Marriage, ministry, work.
You work as well?
Our church.
What do you do?
I'm a banker.
Wow. Amazing.
Our church is 1 year. So you should see the place is packed. A lot to do.
Oh, wow.
We are celebrating it tomorrow.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. You didn't tell me about it. Well, too bad. I would have come, but since I wasn't invited.
It's not late anymore.
I'll only congratulate you. But congratulations. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank
And many,
you.
many more. God bless your ministry with many, many more years.
Yes.
Because your husband has been a blessing to us. And so I can imagine that, amount of people who come there are blessed every single day.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. So what do you do in your spare time when you're not being also for mommy?
I sleep.
Oh, wow. No wonder you're so beautiful. Okay.
I
So
sleep.
that's your secret.
I sleep.
Wow. And what's going on? Is there any other news like in your family that you want to share?
Apart from being so proud of my husband, the grace upon his life is just amazing. You need to see a church which is just 1 year. I'm proud of him every day.
Oh, that's so sweet. And on that note, we should just close the show, right? Because it's all been said. Welcome back, Reverend Richard Boateng. How are you?
Fine and blessed.
Now, every time I see you, you look good. Like, you guys really picked out your outfits to match each other, didn't you?
I didn't even know she was going to be here.
Oh, what a shame. I'm sorry. I apologize for
Eunice is in trouble.
But no, this is a blessing.
I forgive her. I forgive her.
That's great. What's going on?
Grace has been available. Of course, like she said, EGM is 1 year old. We are celebrating it tomorrow.
What does EGM stand for?
Eternal Glory Ministries.
Okay.
And so tomorrow we are having Uncle Ato to be with us, and also Bishop S.M. Mensah to be with us.
Wow.
It's going to be amazing.
My goodness.
That's
like a concert.
I wish you can be there.
Yeah, I will try. I don't know how my church will miss me, so I have to go.
It is well.
But I will visit one day. I mean, well done. Wow.
You.
Where is it located?
EGM is at Kaswa.
Okay.
In fact, now I call it Castleland.
Yeah, it is Cass City, apparently. Wow.
And so, when you get to Kaswa, you drive on the Liberia Camp Road, you get to Second Junction, and then the E-Glory signboard is there. From the signboard to the church is 2 minutes walk away from here.
So now you know if you're in Kaswa,
You know.
new church, you should, patronize, because this guy, I mean, the fact that he's a reverend, that's good, but he has a good heart. So, because he comes here, he's been here more than 5 times, and he helps us every single time he comes. So be a blessing to him as well. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming. We're talking about courtship, and I know you guys have done that already. What's the difference between dating and courting?
Let me start by saying that dating is when you meet whether a lady or a guy, and your father and mom is not aware of it.
Okay.
Yes, and
so did you guys do that?
Of course, I'll mind you.
They dated. For how long did you date?
Not too long a time. And then, of course, both parents are not aware. But you guys are so much into yourselves.
Yeah.
And then you make time, you go for lunch, you go for movies, you go for dinner, you go for, other events and things like that.
Oh, is that what you guys did? You went to the beach a lot, huh?
And I won't mind that. And courtship is when the both parties, parents of the both parties, are aware that the two of you are moving together, and it's actually an advantage period in one's life where you get to know your partner well before you say I do.
Right.
And so that's the difference between dating and courting.
Right.
Sure.
Now, a lot of people will ask, is it a good time to, be sexually active when you're courting?
Not at all.
Okay.
And that is because once, these days I hear people, there's this phrase they use. Is it sleepover? I mean, like, you are not married and you're sleeping over,
Okay.
your partner's place. What happens is that once you do that...
But a sleepover doesn't necessarily mean you have to get jiggy with it. You know what I mean?
It means everything.
Oh, really? I can sleep over and wear my jeans and my, pullover. It's not going to happen. It won't happen.
Why would you want to tempt yourself?
I'm not tempting myself. I just want to see how spending time with my bae is like
seriously,
at night.
I see.
Is that wrong?
I see. I feel that it's dangerous for anybody to be practicing that. And that is because after you are married, and because you used to be hanging around and sleeping, in fact, the temptation is so high that you can't be. You may be deceiving yourself to think that nothing will happen. Because.
But even your thoughts would,
The two of you are so hot-blooded and so much in love with yourselves. There's no way you'll be sleeping at your lover's place and the person won't be smooching you and kissing you and all of that.
Right.
And so I feel that to play the advantage, you try to tread with caution when you are courting somebody. In fact, courtship is not marriage.
Right.
And I tell people that it's always the best for you to break a courtship than to break a marriage.
Okay.
Yes. Well, even if it's one day to the wedding, you can still break the courtship.
Okay.
And that is because divorce is actually a subject I don't want to go into
Not today.
this morning. and so, but of course, when you talk about breaking up a courtship, a lot of women don't like it.
Yeah.
But men like the subject.
Breaking up a courtship. They like the subject?
I mean, anytime I introduce it, men rather want me to talk about it. And women don't like it because they feel that...
a few days to their wedding or something, right? Yeah, I mean, it's like women
but it is the best.
Right, to break a courtship.
If you marry and suffer in a marriage, and just a day or two before the marriage, you decide you're not moving on with the marriage, with the marriage again, what happens is that it helps you.
No harm basically done. Right? Now for ladies, I mean, the courtship time is like the romance time where the men also do, they try to woo you basically. I think that's the time where they're trying their hardest to make sure that you don't change your mind, to marry them. So how can ladies, should I say, know when the man is just doing what he's doing to get, you to say yes? How can we know? Is there a way we can know when the men are lying that they really want to marry us?
Interesting. I think dating is easy, but for a man to introduce you to their parents, it means a lot.
Really? These days they introduce you, and then the next week they're introducing another person.
Sure.
So how do you know if it's real?
I think we just need to pray.
Right.
We just need to pray and take our position. The thing is that there are people you can just date, and there are people you can marry.
Right.
And the men actually know.
Right.
They know. When they see you and they know this one I can keep at home, they know. So it doesn't matter how beautiful you are. They are looking at the heart.
Right.
Okay, you might be beautiful, but you are just meant for dating.
Wow.
You're just meant for taking you to the movies and all that. Okay, and courtship, I feel, if you expect to see everything in courtship, you won't.
Wow.
You will never know your man until you live together.
Wow.
Yes. You will never know him until you live together. Because when you date or you court, you go to the house, you leave, you spend some hours, you leave, or you meet up in town, you go your separate ways.
So you don't spend a lot of time together?
No. There are so many things you will never know until you live in the same house.
Right.
So you just have to pray.
Gosh.
And exercise a lot of patience.
Right.
A lot. You need to tolerate almost everything. If you really, really want to marry.
I beg to differ. Tolerate almost everything?
Yes.
Like, what's the worst you have to tolerate?
We are coming from different homes. Okay. Maybe you bathe in the morning. In your normal life, what's up in the evening? To bathe. Okay, now you are married, or now you are dating, or you are courting. You don't expect to sleep just like that.
Hey, now it growing so once is a one or them dancing. I don't know.
It's done.
Really?
I mean, when you live on your own for a very long time, and going to, especially a woman, going under a man is not easy.
Under, like how?
Like submitting to
Oh,
a man.
right. Ish. Also for mommy, you got me thinking. Anyway. All right. But let's talk about, how some people court for so long. I mean, maybe 2 years for someone is long enough. 5 years is long enough. What if it's dragging to like 10 years, 15 years? Is it a waste of time? Should that woman give up and, be wooed by another? Or what? What do you do in a situation like that when you've prayed so long and your God is not coming through?
I actually think it's relative. However, I don't encourage people to court for a very long time.
Right.
For me, I feel that the maximum time for courtship should be 2 years.
Right.
I don't see why, if you're so much in love with somebody and you really want to be with the person, you, even if you don't have money for marriage.
What is this money business for marriage now? Go to the registrar, sign on cost and hint. Why?
Really?
Why can't you do that? Me personally, if I meet the guy and he's not rich, well, he's got to work though. So yeah, I'll have a wedding. Prepare. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, because I'm a hardworking woman, I wouldn't pay for my wedding, by the way. But why would somebody I mean, want to have a lavish wedding? Is that the most important thing?
That's the norm of the day. You know, I tell people that people even go for loans to do weddings.
That's stupid.
And things like that.
That is stupid.
And sometimes I wonder, what they are going into. And that is because once you finally settle, and the bills are so high, and you don't know what to do, even enjoying the marriage becomes difficult.
But the bills can cause problems in the beginning of the relationship.
Right away.
Because the man is, frustrated that, okay, I've had this great, extravagant wedding, and now I have to pay for it, and I just lost my job. That alone will let him sleep outside and have fun with other women. And you're thinking, oh, yeah, I've had a nice wedding. My husband is going to find a job. And so how can we all be realistic about this whole wedding thing?
In my church, I tell people that you can even wear a casual wear and come to church. I'll put on an official uniform. And if the two of you consent that you want to marry, and of course, after we are done with family stuff and things like that, you don't need to do a glamorous wedding if you don't have the money for it.
Right.
If somebody has got the money, they want to do it, that's fine. But if you don't have it, why would you stress yourself?
Yes.
What is important is what is left for you after marriage.
That's right.
You know.
Well, we're not talking about weddings today, but we just deviated a little bit because we want you to catch on. We're talking about courtship. And Reverend Boateng has explained that it's way different from dating and that people shouldn't get, sexually active during courtship. So if he's saying, oh, I've put a promise ring on your finger, so now we can do the do, you tell him, I'm sorry, we've both said no. We're going to pick our preamble and then you can get a better picture of why we're here this morning. On today's diary, our perturbed viewer says, Movi, isn't courtship the gateway to marriage? My boyfriend and I were extremely happy, and on our second anniversary, he popped the question. I thought I knew my boyfriend well until we started prepping for our wedding. My guy was an angel. He did virtually everything, from washing to cooking, and even gave me baths at times. The love he showed me made me feel like I was on a different planet, but it all became a mirage. A month to our wedding, he started avoiding me and verbally abusing me whenever we met. I assumed the pressure of our preparation was taking a toll on him. 2 weeks to our wedding, he decided to call it off without giving me a reason, and because of the shock, I ended up in hospital. Unfortunately, the embarrassment keeps haunting me. I don't know if I can still trust him. Although we've not broken up, I doubt he'll ever marry me. I'm 32 years and still have a promise ring which is leading nowhere. I don't want to have kids out of wedlock. He said he's not in a rush, but my biological clock is ticking. What would you guys do if you were in my shoes? Please help. Caroline. Did you get that? Would you, I mean, Caroline wants to know what we would do. Let's answer that question first. What we would do if we were in her shoes. And I think you're female, so, our counterpart is having issues. What would you do?
I will call it a blessing.
Hey!
Yes. God actually takes something out to bring something better. If I see it 2 weeks before my wedding, I'll call it a blessing because leaving a marriage is not easy.
Right.
Okay. It means that whatever is happening now, when you marry, it can happen. So if you tell me we should break up 2 weeks before my wedding, I'll go to church and say hallelujah. God has taken something really, really bad out of my life.
Wow.
And believe rather that what is coming is greater.
Oh, wow. Jeez. My goodness. If we all thought like that, we wouldn't have issues, though. Like the man leaves. So what? Praise be to God. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Rev, this is hard for me to even imagine.
Sure.
10 years in a courtship. Is it worth it?
I'm looking at what will make the man walk away.
No, but the thing is, they haven't broken up. So after the 2 weeks, she went into a hospital and, she was shocked. She doesn't trust him anymore now.
What will make the man put the wedding on hold?
Yeah, we didn't get that. So let's just pretend we don't know.
A lot of the times what happens is that women think that men are like women.
No, I don't think we think that.
A lot of women.
How many do we think that?
We sure.
Hey, me, I don't think a man is like a woman.
Sure, we expect that men should be like us, think like us. I mean, analyze things like us. We are different.
Yes.
I'm thinking that there should be a reason why the gentleman placed the wedding on hold.
But hold on a second. Who holds the wedding 2 weeks after it?
Really?
And then, no, 2 weeks before the wedding, calls it off.
Even a day
and then
before.
It's still in my life.
People
Exactly.
Would you stay or would you let him go?
I'll let him go.
Yeah, because why have you held on for 10 years? How many more years are we going to wait till we have kids?
I think the gentleman, of course, in a way, on the other hand, hasn't been responsible.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking that what will make the gentleman put the wedding on hold for 10 years?
Yeah.
Is it because there's another woman? Is it because...
Oh, dear.
I get to the point I'm making. So, I mean, there should be a reason why the gentleman did what he did. Is it because
now you have opened up
there should be a reason.
Wow. But, so, what would you say to this woman who they're together?
I feel that...
They haven't broken up. The wedding has just been called off. They haven't even said it's been postponed. They don't even know when the next one is coming. I mean, some men don't really like big functions. Maybe he got cold feet because, you know, some people just have this stage fright where they don't like lavish things and they feel like, oh my God, I can't do this. So maybe, what advice would you give them?
Let me quickly add that even marriage people who are married for 20 years, there are people sit in front of me and they tell me they want to end up the marriage. So whether it is 10 years courting or 20 years of marriage, what are the factors that goes into a relationship that will make a man or a woman place a hold? You know,
does the hold really matter, Reverend Boasing? Hold on a second. Okay. Your daughter, you have a beautiful daughter who's courted for 10 years. The man has called the wedding off. Let's act like parents here with, you know, grown kids. I mean, would you allow this man to keep courting your daughter for 10 years?
What you can do as a parent is that you can't really force your decisions on your children.
But don't you think there's sometimes where parents
So you just
should
advise and counsel them for them to make their own choices and decisions in life.
Right.
That's what you can do for them.
So
and pray for them also.
So if for another 10 years they haven't married, would you regret not stepping in and yanking your daughter out of that miserable relationship? What is that?
If another 10 years their names are not written in the book of life, that's the thing that will matter to me.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So they can court with or without sex and you're fine, so long as...
The point I'm making is that let's look at the factors
that
will make somebody who is married for 20 years say, I want to stop the marriage. Court for 10 years and say, I want to hold on with the marriage.
Right.
What are the factors? Are you getting the point I'm making?
Right, yeah, of course.
There should be factors that brought us this far.
Right.
You know, I don't know if it's coming from the man or the woman.
Right.
But whatever be the case, there should be an issue that we have to resolve.
Right. Unfortunately, we don't have the issue.
Okay.
But just in case, maybe, like I said, the guy is scared of big functions, but he's not bold enough to tell you, okay, I don't really want a big wedding. It's every woman's dream, most women's dream to have this white gown. Me, I feel a bit scared though. I can't picture myself in a gown like that. But if the man is just scared because of that, what do you do? And he's not telling you. So you don't know the factor, but what do you do?
32. You're not a child, sweetheart. I don't think I can allow my child or my sister date anybody for 10 years. Within 10 years, there were signs for you to know that this man is not for you.
Yeah.
You can only advise. I can't force it on 32-year-old lady. I can only advise.
But you know, sometimes we need to be snapped back to, you know, to life. Sometimes we're in a bubble, especially when we're in love. We don't hear what anyone has to say.
Sure.
How do we get snapped out of that bubble? Because a lot of women out there are living this dream wedding or dream marriage in their head when in real life, you know, it's a disaster.
Yeah.
So how do we yank them back to life to realize that, chick, In yo, 32. Now I Sarah now at age 8.
The seductive power of love is interesting. Okay, when love enters the eye of a prophet, he doesn't see a witch, like you're saying. I mean, what happens is that getting the person out becomes difficult. There are people we advise, we talk to, we encourage to stop this relationship. Yes. It will destroy you.
Yeah.
And you see them going back to the people.
Yeah.
You know. And so maybe what we can do is just pray for the person.
I like that.
You know, just
pray. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, more of this on courtship. Tea, coffee. If you just joined, you've missed a lot. But anyway, you can catch up with us. It is Home Affairs right here on JoyPrime, and it's sponsored by GTP New Style. You can see, ta-da! And thank you, Mom, for making this outfit. I feel good, though. I feel like a queen, which I am. Anyway, I have some messages here. We're talking about courtship, and our lady who wrote into us, Caroline, has been courting this man for 10 years. They broke off. He broke off the wedding 2 weeks before the wedding. She was taken to hospital. I'm sure she collapsed. My auntie would say collapse. But, you know, they're back together. You know, what are they going to do? What should she do? She wants to know what you would do in her shoes. And I have some messages here. This one says, hello, Movi. I'm an addict fan of your show. Oh, my Saturday mornings are never complete without watching. Keep on with your good works. God bless you. Sakodia Kodom in Adenta. I wish my cameraman could get this. This is amazing. Goosebumps. Thank you so much for the words of encouragement. Keep them coming. This one says, I'm Regina. Gonna say Regina, not Regina. I'm dating a guy that I love so much. I try everything. This is a problem. Hey! Okay, we'll take that. Maybe next week we'll discuss that. Whew, people are having so many love issues. You know, we need to help them. This one says, hi, good morning. In fact, you're doing a great job. In this situation, the guy should go away. I like that, but I don't do this alone. Eunice, the producer, helps. I have cameramen, sound, props, and of course, my amazing guests who come on the show. So it's not done by myself. And you as well. Your input really does help. This one says, the guy is not ready for the lady. He is just using their relationship as a cover-up for something, so she should advise herself. And it's from Agege Police Mampong. Thank you so much. The phone lines have been activated. 0302 211-70124. See, I'm so confused because I'm on radio and TV. I don't even know which number is which, but it's 0302 211-70124. This one says, a man who will court a woman for more than 3 solid good years is not ready for the marriage. Leave him. And it's from Papasi from Kumasi. Wow, Papasi, thanks for that revelation. This one says, sweet Caroline, wake up. You're nicer and best without this guy. Okay, it says, put yourself together and walk away boldly. You're worth more than this so-called relationship. And I have our first caller, Emmanuel from Elembelem. Did I say that right? Is it Elembelem or Elembele?
Elembele.
Thank you for joining. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time. This is why you should sponsor the show so we can have 2 hours to, you know, solve people's problems. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm blessed. Thank you so much. What do you have to say to Caroline?
I love your program, so I like it also.
Thank you. Thank you.
But today's diary is a very delicate one and a dicey one to discuss.
Yeah.
In fact, after all, one of the marriage counselors will say, before you get into a courtship, you have to know the kind of love character you have. You see, after all, we always say, because knowing your love character will let you know the kind of person you should court with. So I think in this case, the woman has to break up with the man so that she will know the kind of person she should live with.
Wow.
So in fact, in this case, I would say that the person has to break up.
Okay.
Woman.
So Caroline, Emmanuel from Ellenbella says, break up with him if you want your life to. Thank you so much for your input, sweetheart. Enjoy your weekend. This one says, good morning, Movi dear. Dating for too long isn't advisable, and I wouldn't encourage any woman to do that because I have been a sad victim for 13 years. And I walked out, and I'm not even ready for another one. Ajwa in Kumasi na basem. 13 years. Mariam.
Hello.
Mariam, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So I thought Caroline had it bad, but Ajwa in Kumasi dated for 13 years and nothing happened.
I want to tell the lady to quit.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to tell the lady to quit the relationship. The guy has nothing good in store for her.
Oh, gosh. Thank you so much. This one says, hi, Murphy. Okay, this girl should let go of this relationship so as to save herself from problems if eventually he marries her. And thanks so much for that. We have Fred. Alfred?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Go ahead with your contribution, please, Alfred.
Okay. I greet you this morning. You look so splendid.
Oh, thank you.
And your guest too.
Thank you.
There's something like what you are saying. Are they dating with a purpose? I always say this. You have to date with a purpose.
Right.
You don't just go dating for dating sake.
Right.
So, the lady, I don't know what is wrong with her.
Oh.
She should have.
But the man too, what is wrong with him? He broke up the wedding. I said the man too, there's something wrong with him. For him to break up a wedding 2 weeks before.
If you're not dating with purpose, then you're wasting your time.
Right.
10 good years. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm sorry. The lady should just
leave him
and then go in for whoever will come her way, and she thinks
next
that man.
Thank you so much. Oh, I wish I could take more calls, but we don't have enough time. You guys should, tell our programs director to give us more time, so we can really help people out. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time. But before you go, your closing remarks, let me start with a beautiful lady. And thank you so much for coming again.
Thank you. So our dear lady, sweetheart, God wants to give you something better. But you are holding on to this one. You have to let go.
Yeah.
So that God can bring something better. Right. Secondly, get closer to God. Go to church, join a group, take a holiday.
Jeez, I need one.
Get to meet new people. It's not easy. It's very difficult breaking away from somebody you've been with for 10 years.
Yeah.
But you got to move on.
Yeah.
10 years. Gosh.
Yeah. I don't want what happened to Ajwa to happen to Caroline.
Not at all.
Seriously. Rev.
I also feel she has to move on. However, she should check whatever thing that will make a gentleman place a wedding on hold. The next time she gets a new one.
So she doesn't repeat it.
I
like that. So, well, my 2 pesos basically is everything they have said, but make sure that you are, in a sane place. Breaking a relationship, losing anybody at all in your life that you've loved before is very difficult. But sometimes we have to make these, really drastic changes to better our lives, like Reverend Boateng said, Reverend's wife said. So please make sure that you're taking care of yourself, and don't think that it's embarrassing that, you've dated for so long and now you're going to break it. I'm sure you're like, why is everyone saying that I should break up? I've been in this for 10 years. Like, how would they feel? And they're the same people who will point fingers and say that I didn't make it work. But sweetheart, your life is more important. And please, don't think that that's the end of the world for you. There's more to come. Please, just leave the man and find God. And I'm sure your life will be better. Okay? Well, call me Momi the Motivator. And I would like to thank GTP New Style for this gorgeous, gorgeous fabric, and my mother for making this amazing outfit. I'm not taking it off today. I'm speaking at the RYF at Christ the King Parish today. So when you see me, let's take a selfie and have a wonderful weekend. We're back same time next week, 7 to 8 a.m. only on JoyPrime. And to you guys, congratulations for your 1-year anniversary. Kaswa
E-Glory Ministries.
EGM. So find it and go there. Till next time, world. Have a beautiful, lovable, cuppable day. And Godspeed. Shalom.